G'day everyone, it's Jill, also known as GeniAus, on the second day here at Rootstech. I'm sorry I'm a bit froggy, but I talked a lot yesterday and I'm going to talk some more now because I've found someone who has a dream job and someone who everyone out there in family history land loves or should love. Diane Loosle, tell us about your job.
Oh man, I do have the dream job.
You do.
Because every day I get to walk into the doors of the Family History Library.
The Family History Library.
Yeah, in Salt Lake City. You know, and that's the dream of every genealogist, to
It
get to walk through those doors, right?
And lots of librarians too.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's fascinating. In my family history group, we have got a number of librarians retired and a number of retired teachers. It just sort of goes with family history. Do you find you have library colleagues who are into it?
Yeah, and they get curious, and I think because librarians have the skills to know about information and how to find information, it goes together for sure. Yeah.
So you've been at the Family History Library for a short time or a long time?
A long time.
A long time.
Yeah, I started working there 23 years ago. In the British unit, you know, so I was
B2.
helping people. Yep, B2, my favorite floor still. Although everyone on the other floors, I love you too. But, but yes, on the B2 floor, helping people find their heritage.
People
from the
like
British
me.
Isles. Yeah.
So that's good. And you progressed through the organisation.
Yep. I worked there about 10 years, and then they asked me to be the supervisor of that unit, the British unit. And then after that, I moved into various positions till I became the director of the library just a few years ago.
I remember reading, and I haven't done my homework, but that you were the first girl who got to be director of the library.
Yes. Yep. First woman.
So that was really something.
Yeah.
So
it was fun.
The library's changed recently. There's the big new, what's it called?
Discovery experience.
On the first ground level. How has that impacted on, well, it's a bit soon, I suppose. How do you expect it to impact on the people who come to visit and the other people who use the library?
Yeah, so we have the main floor, for those of you that don't know, the main floor of the library has been converted into a discovery experience to help to bring new people that have never been interested in family history to the industry and to learn about it and to be excited about finding their ancestors. And then the other 4 floors of the library are our research floors. So they still are, as you have known it for many years if you've come, where you can get help and do your research. And it's been interesting because what we actually have expected will happen because of the pilot one that we created over in the other building. The small one. We figure that our attendance is probably going to go up 3 or 4 times.
Whoa.
Yeah, which we're very excited about. And the idea is, you know, they can come in, they can discover their family history in a really fun and engaging way. And then that starts to pique the curiosity that then they go, oh,
You've got to
I
have
want
that
to learn a
hook.
little more. I want to learn a little more, you know. And then that will progress them up to the other floors where they
or
can.
Down.
Yeah, or down, depending on where their family's from. Yep. Yeah. So if, you know, British, down to
down
down
to the bottom,
And the interesting thing too is I've watched some of the folks that have been here for Rootstech engaging with it. They've found things in the discovery area that they're like, I'm going to go change my whole research plan because you can see your tree in a different way. You can visualize it in a different way, and it helps them to find things that they hadn't noticed before about their tree.
Well, I didn't find any relatives, so I went back to the hotel room and went and added a whole few more to my tree. And then the very next day, I saw Claire, who used to work in the library, and she said, Jill, you're my cousin.
Oh!
Because I'd added a few more people.
Right. And then that's the other thing I've seen is it motivates people to want to add their ancestors in, their pictures in, their stories. Yeah,
I'm doing more and coming back Monday before I go home.
Oh, good.
See who else I can hook up with.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's
just
so
fun.
That's something new and innovative. Have you got any other secrets to tell us about the future of the Family History Library?
Oh, well, now that we have that floor kind of established, then one of the things we want to do is start focusing on the research experience for the researchers that are coming and start to look at what services could we provide that would enhance that experience and make it an even better one. So one of the things that we're going to do is create what we call a fast path. So that if you're a skilled researcher, you probably, if you spoke to our volunteers, you probably know more than they do.
Yeah.
Right?
I might notice that.
Right. You would notice that. And so we want a way for you to quickly get access to our expert staff. so that you can get the help that you need at the level that you need it more quickly.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
I know to get some information on in New York City, we had to go through a few levels to get to the expert at the top of the tree who could help us. Yeah.
Yep. So we're
that would
working on
be-
that right now
Oh,
and figuring out what would that look like and how would we do
That's
that.
fantastic. Do you do use of surveys? Or how do you find it?
Yeah. So we do a regular survey monthly, and
Yep.
we hand it out to everybody that walks in the door. And we get a good return on those. We get a lot of them back.
Good.
And then we look through the results of that and we listen to the comments.
Yep.
We figure out, okay, what can we do to fix that problem? Are there,
Do you
know-
study the searches, the catalogue searches? Do you have a way of getting data from them to see what people are looking for?
We keep track
what
of
mistakes they make?
we keep track of what's used in the
Oh,
library.
okay. Yeah. So that's why we don't put any reshelve.
Yes.
Because I was a librarian
yes.
and I think I'm being helpful if I reshelve, but I'm not.
No, because we like to know what collections
Yeah.
are being used,
Yeah.
right?
So you haven't got a huge budget. You do a wonderful amount with what you've got. So how do you train your volunteers? Because you run with lots of volunteers,
Yeah,
don't
we
you?
do. And the volunteers that we have typically are with us for about a year. Many of them.
Yeah.
And then we have some that are with us, they work part-time, and they're usually with us for a longer period of time. And those are some of our most skilled volunteers because they stay with us. So we're in a constant state of training. You know, training. So we're always looking at ways to enhance the training, make it quicker. And recently, we've introduced a self-paced training that's online.
Yep.
And then they have mentors that work with them. And that way they can kind of go at their own pace and learn at their own pace.
Yes.
It's been really, really
That's
good.
good. I must thank you for the, pardon me, webinars and online offerings you have. I get my emails from, I forget who it is. I know I used to get them from Dan Poffenberger. I get them from someone else
Probably
now.
Raymond, maybe? Yeah.
But it's wonderful that you're reaching out to people, not just locally, but people internationally. And your offerings are international in flavour.
Yeah.
Lots of...
we have a very international staff, that has expertise in lots of parts of the world. And the webinars, we recently started doing week-long seminars. I don't know if you participated in any of those. They're focused on a certain geographic area, and we're doing those as webinars as well as, in person. So, go to the Family Search Wiki and search for Family History Library classes.
Fantastic.
And you can sign up for those.
Well, thank you. Our time's up, but just before we finish, I noticed that you do have a badge with ribbons. I'd like you to take one from me. My blog is GeniAus, and I'm your genie mate down under.
Oh, wonderful.
Thank you. So thank you for taking time out of your busy day, Diane.
And thank you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.